Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our October's live stream Customer Success Story. This is a session where we feature the trailblazing customers doing the most innovative things to really improve the lives of their customers. Today, we will talk about real solutions to the industry challenges that one of Australia's most iconic franchises faced and their implementation journey, of course, and so much more fun stuff. I'm Pauline. I am the managing director and founder of AFDigital, and I'm very excited to introduce you to our guest today, one of my esteemed client and one of my most favorite as well, because he's fellow like me, Christian Medina, Craveable Brand CRM Manager. Hi, Christian, and welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very, very good. Can you please introduce yourselves to our audience and also maybe give a bit of background on how you became the trailblazing legend that you are today?
Oh, wow. Okay. Legend. Such a wow. Okay, thank you. Well, yeah, I'll give a quick background. So, I'm Christian Medina, CRM manager for Craveable Brands. Me in a nutshell, I guess I've been around the marketing technology space for about 10 years or so. I started off the career in just specifically email marketing. And then as the years went on, started to really, I guess, grow a passion for marketing technology and automation overall. So I, started getting experience on all sorts of different marketing platforms. Primarily, I was on the agency side until I made the switch over and found a home at Craveable Brands. So at Craveable, look after all CRM and loyalty for our three brands, Red Rooster, Oporto, Chicken Treat. Been doing it now over here for close to 4 years. Yeah, it's always been a challenge every single day.
I'm sure there are a lot of fun stuff happening there too. You and I, my team, and yourselves and your team, like I said, we've been very privileged to be working with you and seeing you all throughout this digital transformation. But can you please share with us how this all started? What was really the most pressing business problem that you guys were trying to solve?
Yeah, so if I think back from our very first start, I think the main problem that we really wanted to solve was aligning all of the different technology platforms that we've invested in, primarily, especially with Salesforce. So we've got Service Cloud, Market Cloud, and then recently we've jumped onto Interaction Studio as well, and we do leverage a lot of social audiences within Marketing Cloud. So realigning all of them and making sure that they all talk together. But I guess the big one as well was that we did see a gap within just our data to begin with. So I did say that we use all sorts of different platforms, and the problem with that was a lot of different data points were sitting in different places, and they were really siloed. So we wanted to bring all of that together to make things a lot easier, not only for the marketing team, but all the different departments. So data and insights, just brands in general. And it came at a really good time too, because from a loyalty perspective, we really, really wanted to get into the world of truly understanding who our customers are. So really creating that voice of the customer. So I guess that's where we all kind of started, and then we just started chatting and went on this whole digital transformation journey. As we still are on this journey, but it's been
Ongoing, right?
it is ongoing, and we're always learning. We're always doing things new every single day. So yeah.
So, Christian, why was it important to have a single view of your customer, like specifically in your industry?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important. I mean, the whole CRM channel, for me, it's a unique and really powerful channel, right? Like, it's really, well, I guess the bread and butter is actually understanding and creating that 360 view of who your customer is. So the way that we want to communicate to our customers, we want to make sure that it is highly personalized. We understand their pain points, their likes, their dislikes, even just the behavior.
Yeah.
And we'll probably go through it later on, but being able to really optimize Marketing Cloud for one to open up the different capabilities like Einstein and really utilizing Journey Builder, for example. Like that was, yeah, it was really important, and I think it's definitely helped us.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
once you figured out, okay, we want to have a 360 degree view of our customer in order for us to really understand them, serve them better. Once you figured this out, how did you figure out what was the right solution? What was the process you guys went through as a team to figure out the right solution, set the direction, choose a
yeah.
partner?
I think everything kind of fell into place, and then the first thing, I guess, when if we talk about processes, the main one was aligning as a team of that one goal and that one vision, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's finding the right partner, what we want to accomplish at the end of the first year, second year, and third year, having that roadmap and making sure that we've got sign off across all parties, not just our team, but talking like I said to different departments, whether it be IT, because we're always going to overlap in things that we do. So as part of that too, it's just making sure that if there are gaps between different members, that we all take them all on this educational journey. So actually understanding why we are actually doing this, and
Yes.
understanding the importance and just the benefits that we're really going to get out of it, right? It's it's a long journey. It's not a quick fix. So one of
Yes.
the main things that we wanted to make sure is that the solution that we do find, that it's not just another band-aid solution. And I think
Yes.
I've been guilty in the past. I'm sure everyone else has been pretty guilty with finding quick solutions and just putting a
Right.
band-aid over it.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so just making sure that we've got that, yeah, I guess that right fit, and that everyone is aware of their own roles and responsibilities,
Yes.
about it. And um, yeah, then I
Yeah.
guess once we've kickstarted all that, it just ended up being a lot of brainstorm sessions. Collaboration is definitely something that was part of
Yes.
this whole process, and I think is really important to get right. Um, yeah, just being able to talk to each other, making sure we're transparent. So transparency and trust is also pretty big, especially between how I guess AFD and craveable works. Part of finding that right partner is to make sure that we're always on the same page and we're all accountable for anything that if it does go wrong, or accountable for like the wins that we do accomplish as well.
Yeah. You said so many amazing things there. Like first thing is understanding the why, right? Really building that business case and then thinking long term, which is, making sure that you on your same team are like following that roadmap and having that long term thinking. Because I see it happen a lot where you're right. It's so easy to say, let's just fix this one thing because this is really painful right now. And, it doesn't really work because eventually you're going to have to rip that out again, right? Um, when you talk about understanding the why, how did you guys establish, like right from the beginning, like, you know, because like a lot of businesses, obviously at the end of the day, it has to create some business value, right? Like, how did you guys establish that the business value that it will create for your, like the immediate result? How did you guys have that confidence that this is a right solution, even if it's a long term thinking, we're going to have to invest continuously in this? How did you guys go about that in getting that across the line?
Yeah, so I mean, if it was all about breaking down the problem, like the problems and the issues that we see, there's always going to be, sub problems within it. So it's about just getting the small wins. So for us, one of the quick wins was trying to just get marketing campaigns built in a smarter and quicker way. So really leveraging all of the, I guess, capabilities that Marketing Cloud has to offer.
Yeah.
And part of that also was to make sure that working with you guys to, as an extension of the team, to help with building and executing those campaigns. That was I would probably put it under the quick win as part of
Mm.
this entire
Yeah.
journey. And, we've definitely done that. The way that we create our campaigns shows a lot of value. Like I think, moved away from just the standard, what is this email that we need to send? What is this SMS that we need to send? And all this time and focus of just trying to figure out the channel of what we want to do. Like, that's now being kind of reduced, and we're really focusing a lot on segmentation and actually the type of customers that we input into the campaign, and the strategies we can focus on these people, and we can leverage Marketing Cloud's Einstein to really take care of the channel. So yeah, like in terms of value, it's I can't put words to at the moment. It's just it's evolved. It's actually yeah. I get yeah. I'm just really happy at the moment where we are. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah. We're I mean okay. I'll give you an example. So if we're sending out an ad hoc campaign, um, and it's your standard promos or delivery, or even in store or click and collect, we can leverage Einstein where it is figuring out if the customer has email as their preference in terms of behavior, and then if it's
Mm-hmm.
not, then we can then switch it to SMS. So whether it be push, or SMS, and then if they're not opted in or that's not the best preferred, I did mention earlier that we took on Interaction Studio. We now have the capabilities to then personalize the website and start to bring up pop-up windows as well. So we're kind of there in front of, I guess, our customers
Yes.
on their own preference, on what they want. So we're really
Yes.
trying to leverage the data that we've got to kind of now put them in front, as opposed to now trying to figure out, what is that email that we need to send out next week? You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, really being customer centric, at its very best, right? And using what
Yeah.
data you have. And that's not easy to do. You've kind of like, in a way, oversimplified it. It took a lot of, I'm sure, iterations and persistence and a lot of, patience to get there. How was the implementation like?
Ooh, it was a tough one. It was challenging but fun. It We kind of like hit a couple of roadblocks, but I think we managed to pull through and get things done relatively easy, I guess. And I think part of that success again was being able to kind of just work as a unit and making sure that we had everything planned out. It was scary at first. I mean, change is always scary to begin with, I must say. But yeah, we had that plan. We stuck to it. So implementation of Interaction Studio, that was relatively a very new product in market at the time when we did purchase it. So we were kind of, I guess, the early adopters to it. Didn't
Mm.
know what to expect, but we've we've pulled through, and we're seeing really great value out of it. Being able to see real time data on who of the customers are actually on or the website now, or whether it be on the brand website, what are they clicking? What are they actually browsing? Collecting that sort of information to build that profile, so that when we do send the marketing comms, we kind of tailor all of our messaging for them, really.
Yeah, you mentioned as well, or one of the team mentioned to me that you guys also implemented abandoned shopping cart. Are you guys seeing results from that simple use case?
Yeah. So we did an abandoned cart trigger. It's a simple concept. For me, it was I didn't know exactly how well it would actually perform in, I guess, trying to sell chicken. If I if I dumb it down that way, like I know in the retail space, it's kind of a requirement almost. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so we put it into place using Interaction Studio and Marketing Cloud together, and yeah, we're seeing revenue or just dollars that we would have lost if we didn't have that email in place. And yeah, I mean, every dollar counts, right? So,
Like Shopify,
yeah.
there's like an industry study, I think it was Shopify, who said that the e-commerce industry loses $18 billion of sales because of abandoned shopping cart. So you guys have addressed that. That's not an issue for you anymore. And that's amazing. I could imagine that that would be, showing you increase in revenue just for that simple use case. And what else is there? What are the next plans, Christian? What's in the horizon?
Ooh, it's endless. But definitely something is to make sure that we constantly do better, and we continue to optimize, really continue to focus on our data as well. So making sure that moving forward, any new point of data capture, whether it just be a simple sign up form on Facebook or on any form of landing pages, that we just make sure that it falls through, I guess, the architect that we are building at the moment. In terms of campaigns, really looking to continuously leverage Einstein, and really kind of have our web campaigns through Interaction Studio really embedded as part of our BAU comms. But yeah, it's just continuously making sure that we're putting the customer in front. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's really the main goal in the next coming years.
Optimizing the results, using the power of automation and hyper personalization. What lessons have you learned from this journey?
Ooh, that's I'm probably never going to get everything right to begin with, and a lot of patience going through this journey. But also, I think the biggest one is to make sure that a plan is actually in place, and it is signed off and I guess agreed upon with everyone involved in the journey, no matter how small or big the part they play a part in the journey, and really making sure that everyone's educated as well, so that everyone can be on the same page. Probably just finally, just don't be scared. Really, like it is, yeah, and just be prepared for putting in I guess the hard work and the time and effort, because it is digital transformation doesn't happen over time. Sorry, in a short amount of time. It does happen over time. But yeah, it's yeah, just don't be scared. It's fun. It's actually fun if
Yeah.
you find the right partners, you have the right people within the team, the right skill set. You can definitely push boundaries, and really, yeah, start to do some really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, I love what you said about don't be scared. We often talk about the tech skills. We often talk about, what are the what and the how, right? And, like not being scared, that's part of really the journey. Like that's what held
Yeah,
back a lot of companies because they feel like, oh, that's such a huge investment. Is that the right direction? They want to kind of like stay in the status quo. But like you said, if you're not pushing boundaries, you're not able to achieve amazing results and honestly stay competitive, right? In this highly digitized world that we're in now. And in terms of the team, you mentioned team a lot, right?
mm.
How do you get the best from your team, internal and external?
Oh, it's just for me, it's trust and transparency is definitely the two biggest ones. Like, I mean, our own internal team, we're not that big if we compare, to other main competitors and stuff. Like oh, we don't have a really big team, but we have a good team with the skill sets required. Everyone's got their own unique talent, and because we've got everyone's buy-in to this vision and goal on this journey that we want to go on. Everyone kind of fires in on all cylinders. But yeah, I think those two are probably the main one and just the one that I always hold close to my heart.
Yeah, real well, trust and transparency is really, really important, right? I mean, that's the reason why that's the number one value that we all need to have because otherwise we won't be able to collaborate effectively. And I believe my team really loves working with you. Thank you so much for your kind collaboration with the team and your
No,
patience. I have one last question for you, Christian. What advice would you give, marketers or business leaders in your industry who is in a similar, I guess, or even in the beginning of their journey with the whole digital transformation and improving, the customer experience? What would be maybe the top three advice that you would give them?
ooh, top three advice. Um, so one would be because of the industry that we work in, need to be able to pivot. So I did talk a lot, I guess, about planning and stuff like that today. But part of it is you're gonna be you're gonna need to be able to pivot when things kind of change, whether it be what's happening in the market or what happens, internally. If people leave, people come. Like you need to be able to adapt and pivot. So that would be number one. Uh, Number two is just always stick to it. Um, so whether it be a campaign that you're trying to deploy and execute, if results don't come back the way that you expect it, don't give up. Like actually look into why it didn't work. So through that, you're going to be doing constant testing. So I always think it's better to get something out there and to learn where
Yes.
instead of being stuck doing a whiteboard session saying maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. Like let's just get it out there and just see what the customers really take to it because again, it's about them. And
Yes.
making sure that we deliver the right thing for them.
Yes.
And then thirdly, have fun.
Yes.
Definitely, just honestly have fun in this journey. Like the whole technology, marketing technology space, it's forever changing. There's always going to be something new in market. So embrace it and really just see how it could affect your current strategy and what you're going through, or even use it to help with your next one. And I think that's just the beauty of the space that we all work in is that there's something new every single day. We're
Yeah.
always gonna be learning something new, and the longer you're on this journey, I think the more fun. Um, for me personally, I have fun with it. But yeah, just have fun.
That's it. That's what we need to do. You gotta enjoy the journey. The journey is the
Yeah,
reward. And you gotta embrace the challenges because with challenges always comes growth, right? And I love the things that you said where don't be scared, just do it, commit to it. You can do that. You can follow that advice in every area of your life. At the end of it all, if you know your why and it's worth it, you'll stick to it. I am extremely privileged that we are in this journey with you guys. I love your focus in customer centricity. I love all of the innovative things that you guys are doing. Thank you so much for your time. I feel so inspired, and I'm sure that our audience are so inspired with everything you shared with us today. Thank you so much, Christian Medina from Craveable Brands. Have a lovely day, everybody.
thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.